We're still in the middle of round 6 of these questions, except now we're on page 2 of the multiple choice. First one, right? I have a big question. It says the average cost of milk, of a gallon of milk in the United States between the years 1995 and 2018 can be modeled by the equation. It's a really big equation right there, where P of T represents the cost in dollars and T is the time in years since 1995. During this time period, in what year did P of T reach its maximum? Right. So if I'm thinking maximum, thinking right the largest value, right? That should be something that we're seeing right off the bat. I could easily put in right the time from 1995 to these years. So that would be right like a time of 0. This would be a time of 2005, 18, time of 19, or time of 23. I could put those numbers into here, right? Substitute basically and see what the value is. Just to make it easier on myself, I put it into my calculator, right? And I put it into y equals function, but instead of graphing it, I just look at the table function. And once you do that, the answer choice that's going to be correct would be answer choice letter 2, right? Because after 18 years, right, it's like 3.751 or $3.75, and 3.751. After 19 years, it's 3.747. So very close, but the max occurs in the year 2013. Awesome. Number 7, right? Grocery store owner wonders how many customers bring reusable bags to the store. An employee stands at the store entrance for 2 hours and counts the number of people bringing in reusable bags. This type of study is best classified as, right? So for this one, right, what did he do? He just, right, stood at the store entrance, right, and just counted the number of people bringing in the bag. So he didn't do anything. Did he talk to anybody? No, right? So a census and a survey's out. Did he, like, have some sort of control or, ask a question, right? No experiment. This is just an example of an observational study, right? Believe it or not, you're going to see a lot of questions like this, and this should be one that's an easy 2 points. Moving on. Number 18, the probability of having math homework is 1/3. The probability of having English homework is 1/7. Just kind of like real life, right? You're going to be more, probability of having math homework versus English is maybe a little bit more. I don't know. The probability of having math homework or having English homework is 9/21. What is the probability of having math homework and having English homework? So here, right, I'm looking and I see this word right here, or, and I also see the word and, right? When we created, right, and you're going to feel like you've seen this equation a couple times now, right? You know it's going to be P, right, of A or B, right, equals P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B, right? So now, right, we have kind of 4 unknowns, but we know 3 of them, right? What's the value of P of A or B? That's going to be 9/21. What's the value of P of A? We're going to say P of A is the fact that we're having math homework, so that's 1/3, right? Because that's our first event. The second event is going to be English homework, that's 1/7. And what am I doing? I'm subtracting that P of A and B, right? I'm just going to check it out real quick with my calculator and see if I said 1/3 plus 1. And I mean, you also have a multiple choice here too, right? So 1/3 plus 1/7. I have to turn that into a fraction. It's going to give me 10/21, right? I could also do it right by finding my common denominator. So that's 10/21. What does it equal? It equals 9/21. And this is, right, minus still that P of A and B. Well, if I subtract 10/21 On this side, what am I left with? I'm left with negative 1 over 21. But it's fine that we have a negative because what is this? This is actually a negative. It's minus p of a and b. And probability can only really be positive. So if I divide, right, negative 1 on both sides, what's my only answer choice? Answer choice number 3, 1 over 21. Last one, right? And this one is just asking me the concept. Which graph has imaginary roots? Well, whenever I'm thinking imaginary roots, that means, right, it cannot have a, it has no x-intercepts. I lost the word for a second, right? So here, right off the bat, I see there's x-intercepts, so that one doesn't work. Number 2, don't see any x-intercepts. Looks good to me, but let's just make sure. Number 3, right, there's only one x-intercept, right? It's at y equals 0, but it still touches the x-axis there, doesn't work. And then over here, same idea, touches the x-axis 2 times. Only answer choice is number 2. Whenever you see imaginary, right, that means we're not worrying about the y-intercepts. We're only looking at the x-intercepts, whether it's below it or above it. It's going to make it have imaginary roots. All of these are real roots.